Hello friends, welcome back and congratulations for those who are in the selection process of the embassy recommendation from all the countries, especially the Indian embassy. They are into the interview rounds this week, last week, and coming week. So congratulations, and I'll give you some of the tips for those. I spoke a few of you already, and this one is for other people and even for other countries. You can have a good suggestions or good preparation based on this. The first and foremost thing I would recommend you be try to have the patience. Of course, it is very difficult, but still try to have the patience so that you will not miss any question or the way they're asking. So try to be patient and presence in the that interview, particular 30 minutes or 45 minutes, maximum 30 minutes to my understanding. Presence of mind and keep your perseverance, so that you will be more optimistic in the answers. So try to be presence of the moment and be presence of mind, so it is good. And listen well, take your time. So listen well to the people who are the panel members who are asking you. Listen well, take your time and then respond. So the time you are taking makes it more lively in the interview. No, don't, so that you won't get pressurized for the next question. So take few seconds and then answer. Even though you know the answer, you take few seconds how to make it better answer. And then don't get nervous. It is very easy to suggest, but I know it is difficult to avoid the nervousness. But if you can try to control for that particular 30 minutes, it will be your best interview. I'm really saying that it will be your best interview, because the experience you will remember always. The best interviews will be remembered. So try to avoid or try to ignore the nervousness so that it is better for you. Don't be nervous, and they're not gonna judge just based on your words, whatever you spoke in the interview. The weightage may be across the selection, not just the interview alone. So don't worry. You try and give your best. So that is the big suggestion I would say. Don't don't be nervous. They are not gonna judge based on only the interview. They'll judge based on all the steps you have come across the selection. So, and also Japanese and even other countries, to my understanding, even the jobs, they don't judge based on the interview. They judge based on overall. Recently I had a interaction with one of the company, the session there also. They said they are not gonna judge only the interview. That is only 10% or so something. But the MEXT scholarship, I am not sure how much percentage are they going to consider, but definitely it is not gonna be so much. So better be presence of mind and don't be nervous and don't worry too much. Next suggestion, coming to the content, the speaking, what you are going to speak. There may be some common questions I'm going to tell you. Mostly that will be common questions. But before that, I would like to remind you, stick to the proposal, that the theme, stick to the proposal theme, the research theme you have written in the previous documents or in the application. Stick to that. Whatever happens, stick to that and then speak. Build the story on the theme, the research theme. Make it look more vibrant and more special. So stick to the theme. And then, why you want to come to Japan? This may be another common and obvious question if you have seen our videos with the experiences. So why you want to come to Japan will be one of the common question. So make some good story what you have written already in the application. Try to frame it across the same lines. Don't change too much. It is not recommended. Maybe if you can get something better, try to connect both and then speak. So why you want to come to Japan? Stick to the topic that you have proposed already, and expected outcome and its impact on the world and the countries you are from and the Japan. So try to have, you might have written already in the application. That's why you are here in this selection, most of you. So try to have the clear perspective or the normal words, because the panel members are not from the experienced background. They may be from general backgrounds or maybe other backgrounds. So try to understand or try to get the way, how you can say to the normal people, the visible outcome or the expected outcome. Try to say in more general way. And so the impact on the world and the society, how it will impact to the society, or maybe the global sustainable goals or something with the environment, if it is connected to you. So something try to make it in a way that you can answer in a more general way or more better way, so that they can understand you better. And the future goals and communicate, and yeah, future goals, try to have some idea what to say. They may ask this question also, why you want to come to Japan, how it will help you in the future for 10 years and let's say 20 years of your future, how you it will be helpful for your future, expected outcome on this one, and future goals, and constructive, keep it constructive and societal. So keep your future goals something constructive, and it will be needful for the society development, one or the other way around. So try to remember these things, the future goals, and make some, maybe you can frame some more such questions and then prepare if you are unable to recall on the spot the storytelling, the better way of storytelling. And then quote your relevant experiences in answers. In all the answers, quote your relevant experiences. Let's say when you're answering something, the question to you, like what is your problem solving skills, how can you say that you have the skills of problem solving? So quote some project or some experience you have done in the past, and then say that where you have really stuck, and say that how you resolved, what you are going to approach the new problem or the new place or the new solution. So try to quote your relevant experience, like every question wherever you have some experience. They may not ask if there is a short of time, don't touch those things, but you can say that I have some experience, can I share it? If they are okay, you can share it. So that one. And use the idea of short and long answers, like in my interview, and even I had told some of them. So based on the time, you also keep a watch beside you when it started, so how many minutes more left. It is easier, so that you can get the interview questions in more better way you can answer. So keep an eye on the time, and then decide whether the panel members are convinced for your questions or not. So try to use this short answer, long answer questions. Let's say like they have asked me one time, like how can you manage the winter, the snow in Japan? You're coming to this Hokkaido island, how can you manage the snow? So in short, I could say that yes, I can manage because I'm ready to face it, I wanted to experience it, but in the long run I have some experience, can I share it? So fortunately there was I have some time, so I was able to explain. I had an incident with the people who spent in snow, and I have closely got the technical understanding of the particular the situation. Then I answered like that. If you can have time, and if they're okay, when they're not convinced, if you find it is difficult to judge on the expressions basically. So if you find anyhow, if you think something they're not understand, or if you find your explanation is more worthful, try to take the time and then answer them, or even at the end. And then the last question, like the questions to the panel, that is also another important thing. Be prepared something to ask based on your interview, or maybe you pre-prepared for what to ask. So one of the common question people recommend is that you can ask that what is the scope of the extra contribution for the research, additionally from the coursework and the lab research, maybe by visiting other workshops, or maybe some short internships related to this project. Is there any such restrictions? You can confirm them if there is something, or else you can ask, maybe you have any other questions, like this particular field you wanted to make something from the literature survey, you found this is so gap in these Asian countries or maybe in Japan, and you want to bridge that gap after the end of the your research. So is there any ways that I'll get some extra support from the university or from the MEXT? You can ask. Maybe it is not related, but you can ask, because it shows that you are more inquisitive and more more involved into the research you wanted to do, like you really want to do. Then only you can ask such questions. Basically, to my understanding from my interactions, I would now I'm able to comment when people are asking certain questions. Maybe it is not accurate, but people think that way. When you say certain questions, people think these questions only will come from such minds, particular minds. So these questions will come from particular mindset. So they think and they judge based on the questions you are asking. Sometimes we may not be able to get what exactly people are thinking. It is very difficult, but you can try your best to improvise the barrier or the closeness of the answers. So I think that's all the interview suggestions. The people who are going for interview, please do follow the suggestions from our previous videos on the interview guidance and this one also. And wish you all the best. I hope to see you in the final selection. If not, don't worry. Please prepare for the university recommendation, because there is always a chance of rejection. They have to reject some people, so it will be there. Rejection is common, but maybe you are some other person. Don't worry about the rejection. Try your best, and then we'll try for the university track afterwards if those who are missing. So wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Have a good day.